Okay, so now I'm on the edge part. Okay, so this is a round over, and right now you can see that line, that sharp line. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, just like if I was sanding, I'm just going to break that edge until it gets kind of in unison of what is actually there. Okay, so I'm just going to go nice and slow on that 45. And now I'm just going to blend it in. I'm going to start going one and curving it like this. Okay, so I'm just going to go up and down. Now again, we don't want to press too hard. Okay, so I still feel a little bit of that's where the wood epoxy starts and ends. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to, I'm actually going to grab 150 might be too rough. I think I need 320. I'm gonna get 320. I think I may have some here. No. That's 150 in there. I'm just gonna, this is 320 sandpaper, so it's quite fine. And I'm just gonna give this a nice little smooth over. Okay. And it's working out quite well. Making it nice and flat. It's my first priority right now. Okay. And plus, basically, we want to smooth, like, we want to rough up the edge, the surface, so that when we spray our lacquer, it's going to be able to adhere onto this surface. This is what we want to have it to achieve anyway. So there's several steps to this process, but it's all for a good cause. Okay, now, as Anne was saying, we have to kind of blend that in. You do flat first, and then hit your edges. Okay, so in a sense, I'm just going to go a low angle. I don't want my sandpaper touching back here, only at the front. So I'm just curvaturing it. It's like a jointer. It just makes it nice and straight, flat, which is what we want. Yeah, oh shy girl.
And that was our
client's daughter. Yeah, we get those in dogs all the time, which we love. Yeah, we like have no fans. Okay, so now I got that nice and flat. Now I'm just gonna, this is rounded over slightly, ever so slightly. So I'm just gonna light pressure. I'm actually gonna curvature my sandpaper like that a little bit. And it's gonna, it keeps it flat and straight. So I'm just gonna go like this. And it smooths over that little ridge that we just created. Nice and soft pressure, like I'm talking very light pressure. Okay, don't need a lot, and that's perfect. Right, it feels nice and flat. I'm just going to double check the reflection of light. And this is much better than what it was. So I'm just gonna, now again, I'm just gonna hone this and make sure that I'm nice and flat. I just want to make sure that they see flatness in the reflection of light. That looks pretty good. Now again, even if this isn't perfect, they're not going to see this in plain sight. It's a little divot here, but you know, there's divots everywhere in the sense of wear and tear. So we want to keep it looking the same anyways. And now I'm just going to grab some of that wax stick. Is that wax stick? Oh, thank you. Okay, so I'm just gonna, I got these areas right here. I wanna just get. Okay, so we're just gonna reel some on there. Our little fan is curious. It's one of the gratifying things about the job. You get to see little kids. Plays a recorder well too. Better than me. Okay, so I'm going to wipe out the axis again. And again, I'm just going to use the same technique. I'm just going to go nice and flat. Let the heat take the majority of it off. Yeah, sometimes it wants to get messy, but gotta control it. Okay. So again, I'm just gonna go down nice and smooth. And you only have a green zone of heat. Okay, the green zone of heat, if it gets too cool, it will start tearing and pulling it out. So you gotta make sure it's nice and quite warm. Not too hot, of course, so there's that green zone of heat that you have to meet. And that's just through experience. You can't really just be on the fly with it and know it. You just have to learn how it behaves. And that's the whole scope of what I teach. It's you can be spraying anything, you can be using products of the same type. They all might be having different names, but they're the same type of, they're the same, but just named differently. And so when it comes to something like this, I just teach behaviors on how things act and respond to what you're doing and what you want to achieve as an end product. Prep thing is everything. It's 95% of our job. Okay, so in reflection of light, we're nice and flat. Okay, so I'm just going to get my 320 again, and I'm just going to scuff sand this portion, and then I'm going to do my final touch-ups, and then we should be good to go to start spraying. Okay, I'm making it all nice and even. Okay.